Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay. I need everyone to calm down. Immediately, this is gonna be a calm down moment. This is gonna be need to relax, because this is all about a possible. This is all about a maybe. Okay. This is all about a ha 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 perhaps. This is all theoretical. And I need everyone to relax and accept that. Because what we have is articles pulling on some evidence, pulling on some possibilities, some ideas, and trying to figure out whether or not they can deduce when the Wheel of Time show is going to be released. And the only reason I am giving this validity is I think they are making some points. I've read part of the article. I want to read the whole thing with you guys and get into it, because this is obviously a big deal for me. So we have an article and a couple of things. So we've had some news come out that's interesting. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the article. Why am I wasting your time? Let's just get into this article and talk about the validity of it, because this is a big deal for me. It's a big deal for you, and I think you're probably just as excited as I am. I want to reiterate before we get too excited, still possible, speculative. These people are putting together evidence to try and figure some stuff out. But there's been announcements that are pretty darn interesting. So let's go ahead and look into that, shall we? First of all, I need to share this and get people's attention that we are going live. This is going to be a thing. Let me just go ahead and take care of that real quick, and then we'll dive right into it. But there is essentially a new edition of Wheel of Time coming out that is making people think, oh, why would they be releasing a new book so soon and putting it out at this specific date? Because they are likely. Oh, thank you. Thank
you
for the
can't
super.
play with my heart like this.
I know, Potato. It's playing with my heart too. It's making me nervous too. I want it to be true. I want this to be accurate, but there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. All right, let's go ahead and put this in new video discussion, and then we'll get. Let's go. Okay. All right, so here's the article. Here is the article. It's from the Word Zone, and I'm gonna get to my show stuff screen, and we'll start talking about this. New TV tie-in books suggest the Wheel of Time. Thank you so much for the super chat. Will hit screens in November. So for those of you unaware, they typically release new editions of books right around the exact same time that shows are going to come out. This is very, very common practice because it's just a way to get people all the more excited. It's free marketing. Hey, Kings and Generals, I always thought they would try to avoid other fantasy sci-fi comic book shows, but it might be impossible. How many are there? Yeah, it really, like, when can you put something out where you're not going to have competition, right? Like, we're seeing streaming services compete with themselves because they're putting stuff out in close proximity because they're working on so many projects. Orbit Books are preparing a new edition of Eye of the World, the first Wheel of Time novel for release on the 4th of November 2021. This suggests the TV show will hit screens around that time, maybe a week to month later. So we still have a gap there, a pretty big one. But that's kind of solid evidence for me. Like, that's a big deal. That's actually solid evidence. That's actual evidence of this. That's the first thing I've seen outside of just them being like, oh, we're wrapping, up filming and stuff. That actually tells me they have a planned timeline. It's not for sure. That's why I put possible in the title. This is not for sure at all. But that is something they do. And they wouldn't. This is the key thing for me. They wouldn't be putting out these books if they were then going to also be putting out these books again, or a different version of the books when the show's actually coming out. They would specifically time this release when they are when they're going to have, like, blah 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 blah. The show being dropping. So I want to see what the source is here. So we have new Eye of the World edition paperback coming in. I don't know why that says the publisher is Orbit, because it's Tor. Maybe Orbit has like UK distribution or something. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it does say Orbit, November 4th, 2021. That's fascinating. Why is it Orbit? Because it should be Tor. I need to look more into that. But that is an official listing under Orbit. If anyone has any idea about that. Interesting. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue on here. Okay. This news seems to coincide with rumors via WoT series that Amazon are planning a release window for the Wheel of Time running between November 25th and December 25th, with Friday, 26th November, Black Friday, being the preferred date. That's a bit later than was previously expected. The show completed the bulk of its filming last November, with only a few pickup shots lost to complete. The show reportedly wrapped principal photography a few days ago, with a few last pickup shots and plates being filmed this week. Season 2 starts shooting in a couple of weeks. That's been confirmed. Season 2 is confirmed. Orbits is UK. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for keeping me in the know. It's amazing how many leaks we get due to Amazon and book listings to me. That's never not going to be interesting and funny to me. We constantly do that. Interesting. Okay, season 2 starts. Post-production and VFX on the completed episode had been running for months. Yeah, I know that for sure. With the work needed to edit and slot in the last few shots not believed to be particularly onerous, some rumors put an air date as early as September. I can't speak to this last thing. I have heard this September date thrown around. So I'm using this November 4th release for new Eye of the World editions. I will say a month in either direction or slightly more is reasonable. I would say late September, early October to the end of the year is what I would say I am now believing personally when they are going to be putting this out. That makes sense to me with what we're seeing, because like they wouldn't be doing new editions of the books unless they knew they were going to doing a bunch of sales with dropping it with a show. So this all lines up to me. This actually makes sense. Seeing when a tie-in edition of a novel, likely with some kind of still image or photograph from the show on the cover, with a TV show logo prominently displayed, is coming out is a tried and tested method for discerning the release date of a show. Yeah, that's been done for, I think even The Witcher, that was done for. They were accurate as well. Method for discerning release date of a show, movie based on a book, although it can backfire a little, usually just, not being within the time constraints people say. That's why I bloated it out a little. Most publishers try to time the release so it happens quite soon before the show comes out. TV tie-in editions of A Game of Thrones were released just 1 week before the HBO show TV debuted in 2011, for example, but tie-in editions of Lord of the Rings started appearing a month or so before the movie air date in 2001. Yeah, so you got to get that big, a little over a month on each side. The Witcher didn't really get a TV tie-in edition. Oh, what was I thinking of then? I wasn't thinking of Witcher. Was I thinking of his some new edition dropped. Edition, instead getting stickers popped on the covers for existing editions a few weeks before the broadcast. I don't know, maybe that was what I was thinking of. I see so many editions of book because of fantasy news. The signs are very good then that Wheel of Time will hit Amazon Prime in November. I wouldn't be that bold because this is a gargantuan undertaking of a show. I'm going to give them that month and a half. Confidently. That's a big, thick chunker of a boy. With November 26th being maybe the most likely date, but even earlier this month is not impossible. I don't know where they're getting that November 26th date from. Maybe that's just something that's popping up online. Maybe there's an inside source. There have been leaks from this show, so not entirely sure. Assuming the first 3 episodes would drop together, followed by 5 weekly releases, that would see the final episode release on December 31st, 2021, meaning the entire first season would air before this year ends, which would be good. I don't know why that's good going, but cool. But yeah, so that's actually kind of cool. I like the idea of first 3 drop all at once and then weekly release. You kind of make the binge people happy because you get it all out sooner, and you make the weekly release people happy. This middle ground, I know I've talked a lot about this, totally fits what I would actually be interested in. So that's good. That's cool. Of course, these dates can change until the studio firmly confirms them, but for now, it looks good that we will be seeing the show on air before the end of the year. So here are the be cautious, be hesitant side of things. The book release date could change. Just keep an eye on when this is going to come out. They could update it. They could remove it and say, oh, we didn't mean to put that there, which I would call BS because they often put things there like this without thinking. It's amazing how Snopey fans are. And I would also add the asterisk that I would put a much larger, little over a month on each side of this book release date, for me personally. But the fact that we have had 2 new editions of Wheel of Time come out within a reasonable time frame recently, it makes no sense that they would be putting out another edition like this unless it was coinciding with a show release. Because we've had those like colored ones, we had the anniversary edition, and we also had these floppier, like the ones they're using for this image here, because I don't have an image for this new edition, these floppier, bigger boys coming out. And so it's all lining up for me. This is lining up, in my opinion. So get on the encouraging side of this for everything I just said. Again, this will be right around Black Friday, which is probably when they're going to be pushing Amazon Prime a lot. I have a theory that I've been working on that right around the holidays, Amazon Prime is going to be pushing hard, and I mean hard, because they really want to start getting those Disney Plus, level growth numbers and Netflix level numbers and stuff, to see a return on investment for their shows like this. So yeah, someone just said Shadow and Bone is new editions now. Exactly, it very often coincides. I just went on full-on emergency meeting mode. Yes, I did. But okay, this is the article. It's in Fantasy News channel on the Discord server if you guys want to see it yourself. This is big. I've been really hesitant to have like a lot of speculation on when the show is going to be released. I'm only doing this because this is concrete evidence. I wouldn't be jumping on this so hard if this I didn't feel was serious, because it all adds up. This all adds up to me. Oh my God, I'm excited! Oh, I think I just scared Pips. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, guys. Are you crazy pumped about this? Do you think I'm overselling it, or do you think it makes sense? Because, damn. And we also know Lord of the Rings isn't going to be coming out for a while. So yeah, this lines up. I don't think they're going to try and drop it like January. That doesn't add up. I think they're going to go for the October, November, December time frame. And man, I actually really hope they do the 3 then weekly. I think that'll really that'll really even everybody out and make it happy. So with this new edition dropping November 4th, it seems, which again they could change, it makes sense that October to December we'll be getting it, which also means they need to have a trailer out a decent amount of time beforehand. And if you look at Amazon Prime's marketing strategy for stuff like this, they usually have I would say at least about a month before the show drops, they'll put out a full trailer, but then they do bigger teasers before that. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm here for this. I'm ready to go. So let me know what you're thinking as well. I'll jump in the chat. Sorry, I'm just so excited I'm forgetting to read what you guys are actually saying. Sanderson saved Wheel of Time. Yeah, I wouldn't have chosen any other author to finish it. I just want Lan. I agree. I want Lan too. What was the budget like for the first season? We've seen conflicting stuff on that. I don't know the exact number anymore. I know the last I heard, for sure, was that it was around season 8 of Game of Thrones. But that's all I know for sure. I'm losing my bloody mind. Me too. Black Aja Friday. That's cool. I don't know if they would actually release it on Black Friday because, a lot of people are busy with family around that time. I don't know if you want to do an actual Carnival Roadverse trailer only dropped a month for the release date. So yeah, that makes sense. It might be a good wait then until we get the first trailer, but they do teasers that are longer than what we've already been getting before that. So damn, that's a big budget. Dude, have you seen Lord of the Rings' budget? Lord of the Rings is hitting $500 million. So this is a big budget, I agree, but Amazon's got the money to flex. Good day, Mr. Daniel. Thank you so much. Good day to you back, sir. Trailer on Black Friday. Oh, that's a good call. If they go for the December release, yeah, for sure. Please don't say Game of Thrones season 8. Yeah, I still heard too. I think it'll be more likely 2 episodes than weekly. I'm not sure because they've only done 3, right? The Boys was 3 than weekly. I don't know why they would change it for this. Amazon is big ballin'. They really are. I'm amazed how hard they're pushing their streaming service, but it makes sense. Your copy of Breach of Peace just arrived. I know, man. I wish I could be in charge of the distribution, but I'm not, and it sucks. Perrin, love for Portugal. I've been to Portugal. It's amazing. Perrin, yeah. So the character I probably want to see most that we haven't seen yet, like in anything, is Perrin, because we got those leaked images of Matt and Rand. We've gotten Rosamund Pike as Moraine. We've gotten Daniel Henney as Lan. I really, really want to see Perrin. Oh gosh, Marcus Rutherford as Perrin, so bad, and Madeline Madden as Egwene. And I want to see all of them. Never mind, there's no preference. I want all of them at once immediately. And I definitely want to see Nynaeve. This broke. Perrin is a boss. Yes, he is. This broke your mind. I understand. Rocking that axe, exactly. Okay, I need to get to work. I need to get working on a video for tomorrow, guys. I just wanted to share that. A leaked image of me Matt's hand. No, there was a leaked image of Rand and Matt standing out outside. That's a thing. Go find it. Thank you for giving me a Wheel of Time. Oh, great. So here's I'll end this with an exciting announcement from me here. So yes, my prediction is probably November, December, with a month buffer beforehand for a release at this point. Probably a little bit around that. But I'll end this with an exciting announcement for you guys. Because of this, I will be doing a re-review book by book of the entire Wheel of Time. Bi-weekly, starting with Eye of the World. So if you have been wanting to do a read-through of the Wheel of Time, there's your excuse to do it. Bi-weekly reviews will be going up on the channel, starting with Eye of the World dropping this Friday. So yes, you guys have been asking for that for ages. I've actually never officially reviewed every single book of the Wheel of Time. It'll be my first time doing it, and I'm excited. Can you believe I haven't reviewed each individual book? So if you haven't read it yet, now is your chance to do so. And start reading now, because dropping this Friday will be the review of the Eye of the World. You can go ahead and check out the Audible links for that and everything. I'll make sure they're in this video after I'm done putting it through. And I love you guys. Thank you for sharing this moment for me. I'm so excited. Ah!